it's up to the slower class. I think I'm just using for my headlights on. So looks like I'm just gotta be starting for a domination or something. So looks like we're ready for a muscle car race behind there. So looks like we're at 2 left, as we're gonna be doing for just another one. I think the Chevy Camaro is absolutely catching up to me as well, so it won't be absolutely necessary at all. So it's just gonna be something like 80 feet away, so it looks like I'm still catching up to this him, like I'm taking the lead for this now. It does not complete that we're gonna be doing for such a necessary as well. I'm just doing for a clean race and getting back into 3rd gear, 4th gear as well. And I'm absolutely gonna be catching away, as I'm gonna get away from this him right now. And looks like I just gotta get away, doing for a neck backflip as well. That's a good stunt or something. The Chevy Camaro has taken the lead. Is he giving himself for a wallway? He's just doing for himself for dirty races. Now I'm gonna come up to him, so let's do it after him by its own way. So the next lap, it should be gonna be dominating as well, as we're gonna get up through here, and we're gonna be doing for our next lap as well. He does do the wall ride, and looks like it must be a big battle or something. And looks like I'm taking the lead for once again. Looks like this has got to be a big battle or something like that. So looks like it's got to be something for world domination and taking for our very best step priority. So looks like the coming from the 2nd place got disqualified as well. So he's absolutely coming for the last place, or just wait, it won't be absolutely necessary at all. So I won't able to get slower or something like that. So looks like I'm just gonna get around here. Things are going to get really back or something like else. It's been like a few hours to go. It's taking for a lots of minutes whatsoever, and it got to be something really far as quickly as I'm not pretty sure that we're gonna be pretty win as one and nail the finish as well. So I recommended to buy some race cars or something. So looks like I'm just gonna be buying for other kinds of cars or something. So looks like we're gonna be doing for our next race, as we're next things to come, but I'm using for a slower class or higher race or higher class or something like else. Next slower class, while I'm gonna be using for other kinds or doing just like stuff, it's just gonna be spawning a supercar Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10. I don't think he's absolutely gonna be trying to get away from this something like this. Evolution 10 is right behind it right now. And let's get right into our next race. And won't be able to get for necessary it was. No, it pretty much is gonna be getting him for a wall ride itself. So let's dominating out for just right over him. I think the all-wheel drive Mitsubishi is going to catch up with me, but not anymore. I'm just gonna be doing for something like wall ride or something like else. So it does not complaining right there. It's absolutely quite a bit nonsense as well. So looks like it's just gonna be getting around. We made a transfer, man. Let's going to get away from this, out of this way. So it will be out of this kind of something like else. Now over a wall. So I'm just using for manual with clutch. I'm just gonna be slowing things down for just using for a clutch as well, getting away from other drivers. As going to get up, things are so look like it's getting up through here, as we're gonna be doing for a maximum attack right now. So I just gotta get away with some other kinds of vehicles, and we're starting for using for a slower class. So I don't think I'm too fast for this moment, because it's just too much for this way. It's got to be really exactly too much as well. So maybe I'm just gonna be using the Dodge Viper, the original Viper GTS. It should be gonna be slowing the original Viper. It must be the RT10. Now I suggest I'm gonna be using for just kind of slower class, as well as we're gonna get away from 2,000 and 3,000 feet away from the rivals as well. Now looks like we're just gonna get away from these ourselves. And slower class such as well until the next morning. We're just doing for some kinds of race, I guess. So I'm only able to do for a slower class for something like else. Nail for its win and Monster Speeder just went for 1 minute and 55 seconds. It's just like it's got to be really more slower than the Spa frontal chunks. It won't be absolutely necessary. It does not absolutely gotta be using for it's going to be such a various things whatsoever. So let's switch a car and it won't be absolutely necessary as it was.